In May 2018, Jeff Bezos made around $191,000 a minute. If you were given his bank card and given 10 hours to spend, how would you ensure that when you gave the card back his balance had decreased from when you received it? Invested in Eskom here in South Africa, an SOC that holds the monopoly on energy generation. You can invest his entire net worth and it will disappear in 6 months. I'd buy Amazon stock. Get our Wall Street bets to manage my portfolio. Post his card info on social media. Post the card details on 4chan and tell them to buy what they want. Buy the Lego Millennium Falcon. Go to local hospital. Start paying unsettled debts. Go to education authorities and clear every student debt. Go to the DMV and pay off all outstanding tags. Go to bank. All pay all overdraft fees for those whose accounts have never seen more than 5K. Go to housing. Pay everyone's assorted fees. Clear late fees for Section 8 etc. Go to the VA. Clear all medical debts. Authorize all treatments and pay for them. Give everyone with an Amazon account the equivalent of Prime for 5 years. Give everyone a lifetime subscription to Pornhub. Buy an EA game and use all the microtransactions. If I did the math right, that's about $114 million for 10 hours. I'd probably pay off a bunch of student debt. Then get a pretzel from Subway with the leftover money. I'd buy huge areas of forest in the Amazon, Indonesia, wherever actually, and also hire people to protect it from being cut, burned down. Ooh. And a nice pair of warm socks would be nice. You'd have to spend $114,600,000 just to break even. So $115 million to make it decrease. After my own selfishness, a modest house in the boonies $250,000 $300K. $1 million in my own account. A new car $20,000 $40,000. I can think of at least 100 charities that would be getting an easy 1 million. Then I'd just walk around and give away money. Or go to shelters and give away money. And pay off so much medical debt for so many people. Asterisk you got Venmo. Cool. What's your info? Asterisk. I've lived off $18,000 a year. $1 mill would afford me $50,000 a year for asterisk 20 years asterisk. And since I'd already bought a house, my financial responsibilities would be utilities, food, and property tax. I wouldn't stop working, but I'd be able to take jobs for the life experience instead of working to live. It would be peaceful. Make a computer that can run Crisis. I expect to fund about half of it with the money. I'd pay his taxes for him. I'd just transfer it all to my bank account. Is it inaccurate to say Jeff Bezos did not necessarily make that money? From my understanding, he doesn't have a salary of several billion dollars. He owns a majority share in the company, which is worth hundreds of billions, and constantly growing. I think this distinction muddies the public dialogue quite a bit. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Pay off as many people's college debt loans as possible. Buy a shit ton of tech for videos. Sink as much money as possible into green energy supply, wind and solar. Developing better batteries for storing said power. Fund tiny house building projects, communities for homeless people. Fund community housing projects for low-income earners. Pour funds into supporting people with disabilities. Pay in advance for massive food drops for the starving animals in Australia affected by bushfires. Pay the volunteer firefighters. Pay for all the water to be purified after the ash goes into it. Maybe fund a pipeline from the tropics of Australia to the drier regions. Give money to farmers affected by droughts so they don't lose their farms, homes, livelihood. Charge them a very hefty sum for a 10-minute consultation on why he should never let me anywhere near his bank details while making a very large bank transfer from his account to mine. Buy a couple textbooks from the college bookstore. Use it on microtransactions for mobile games.